Hi, this is Ashley from Nose Grace, and I'm going to show you the books that I got at BookExpo America 2014. So let's get started. I'm kind of starting with the best here. I got Heir of Fire by Sarah J. Maas, and I waited in line for this one for 2.5 hours, so I'm thrilled that I got it, obviously. I've started reading it, and it's pretty good so far, so that's very good news. I got I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson. I'm actually everyone's raving about this book, but to be honest, I'm not sure that it's really for me. I don't know. It has a very cool cover though, so hopefully I'll try it. I'll give it a chance and see what happens. Bitter Greens by Kate Forsyth. I have no idea. This is a retelling of Rapunzel. I hadn't heard of it before, but I love retellings and it sounds very cool. Talon by Julie Kagawa. This is another one. This was like one of my must get at BEA books, along with Heir of Fire. So I'm absolutely thrilled that I got it. So it's signed. Forgot to show that Heir of Fire is also signed, but I really hope this is amazing because we need more epic dragon books in YA. This is the one book I got at BookCon. I got out of there as quickly as I could because it was a madhouse. This is The Fire Artist by Daisy Whitney. It sounds very cool. Another awesome Bloomsbury book. She actually has another book, Starry Nights, that they gave out last year. I haven't read it though, but it has a pretty cover. Okay, this one's very cool. It's got like a weird flippy thing and something inside it, and here you go. So this is The Queen of the Tearling by, who is this by? Erica Johansson. This sounds amazing. I'm actually kind of surprised because it's, like, reading the synopsis, it sounds like it would be a YA fantasy book, but it's actually an adult book. It's by the HarperCollins adult division, but it sounds very, very, very good. This Shattered World by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. This was given away at the blogger conference, and I'm thrilled because I had no idea it was actually going to be a BA. I kind of wish that the cover was actually like on the whole arc, but oh well. Zodiac by Ramana Russell. This sounds very cool, and I kind of really like the cover. It's like I think it's like a sci-fi, high fantasy, galaxy book. Sounds pretty awesome. Hope it's good. The Fine Art of Pretending by Rachel Harris. I'm thrilled that I got to meet Rachel Harris at BEA because I did her website and she is such a sweetheart. I love her. This book looks amazing. I adore the cover. It makes me want to like grab my husband and like, you know, reenact it. It's so cute. I don't really know why I got this book. I think I picked it up because it had kind of a cool look, and then I realized it was middle grade and I don't actually read middle grade. So I might try to give it to someone, but Penny Royal Academy by M.A. Larson. I think it should be a cute book. It's just that I don't read middle grade, so it's not for me. Black Ice by Becca Fitzpatrick. I read Hush Hush and I didn't love it. I didn't actually hate it, but I didn't love it. So I'm hoping I like this one a little bit more. Starbucks break. Okay. Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson. I've only heard that this is like amazing. That's what everyone says. So I am really, really excited to read this, and I'm glad that I got it. Holy Mother of Books. This is gigantic. It is 600 pages, which is a little bit frightening, but it's called Afterworlds by Scott Westerfeld. And I've heard that it's really good, and I think I'm just gonna be a little bit intimidated to read it because it is so massive. Like, like let's do a comparison. No offense to Rachel Harris, I'm sorry that this happened to be the one I picked up, but like, just look at this difference. It's pretty crazy. Okay. Stone Cold Touch by Jennifer Armentrout. I got this at the blogger conference, and to be honest, I think I didn't realize it was the second book in a series when I picked it up, because I haven't read the first book in the series. Jennifer Armentrout has so many books, it's kind of hard to keep track of what's new and what's part of an ongoing series. But everyone says it's like amazing, so I might try and read the first book. Stitching Snow by R.C. Lewis. This sounded really cool. I hadn't heard of it before. It's another one I got from the bloggers conference, and it's a Snow White retelling, but like with a sci-fi twist, and I think there are like androids in it. But I actually started it at BEA, and it wasn't clicking. Like, it wasn't bad. It was just, I only read like 30 pages, and I've lost my spot now, but I don't know. I couldn't get into it. I felt like I just wasn't connecting with anything really. I felt like I was just thrown into this universe, but I had a hard time actually envisioning it, so I don't know. I might try to give it another chance at some point. I'm Glad I Did by Cynthia Weil. This is kind of cool. It's sort of like rock and roll era songwriter. I think it sounds like it could be very fun and cute, and it's sort of based like very, very loosely on a true story, because I think this girl Cynthia Weil was a songwriter like during this era, so obviously there are a lot of embellishments and like a murder mystery or something, but it's very loosely based on a time period that she, I think, was in, if I remember rightly. Belzar by Meg Wolitzer. Yeah, I have no idea what to say about this one. The Wedding Contract by H.M. Ward. This was actually kind of interesting because I definitely heard of H.M. Ward before, and I feel like she's written about 1 million books. But I haven't actually read any of them. And then I saw her at BEA, and I felt kind of bad because like there was no one over by her little table, but she was so sweet, and I love this cover, and I think, you know, I could get really into it. It's about like a photographer, and I love photography, so, and I think there's probably like, you know, a sexy twist, so I'm excited. And last but not least, The Walled City by Ryan Groden. Okay. I'm actually kind of disappointed because if you look at this book on Goodreads, it has like a really cool looking cover on Goodreads, and then the ARC has kind of this boring cover. Which is obviously, this is not the final cover, but I'm kind of bummed that they didn't put the cool cover, which might be the final cover, on the ARC. But it sounds really interesting. It's actually also loosely based on a true story, or at least it's based on a true place that really existed, like in Hong Kong or something, called The Walled City, which actually has a different name in real life. But obviously, like, you know, the actual story element is kind of fictional, but they tried to make it as true to history, like in feeling and vibe, as possible. Then I also got The Jewel by Amy Ewing or something, but I don't have that because I actually gave it away. I finished reading it, and it was good. I really liked the story and the plot and the dystopian stuff. I loved that, and then the romance kicked in, and I was like, I'm not really feeling this. So that's it. I'm actually very thrilled with my haul this year. I came back with like 15 fewer books than last year, which was kind of a relief. There were a lot of books I got last year that I never read still, and this is a lot more manageable. So thanks for watching, and if you want to read about the rest of my experience and see more photos, you can check out my blog post, which I'll link to somewhere. Thanks!